The final rally before heading to New York. Palestinian President Mahmoud Abbas addressing supporters in Ramallah. The final decision is to head to the United Nations tomorrow, he says, to enhance the position of Palestine to an observer state in the United Nations, and it is the first step to achieve all our national Palestinian rights. If the Palestinians win a majority in the UN General Assembly, the UN will recognize Palestine as a non-member observer state, like the Vatican, its territory to include the West Bank, Gaza, and East Jerusalem.
For the world to begin to rectify a grave historical injustice that the Palestinians had undergone, beginning with the creation of the State of Israel in 1948.
Some observers think Mahmoud Abbas needs the UN vote to regain authority among Palestinians. While the West Bank remained quiet, the Islamist Hamas, which controls Gaza, exchanged fire with Israel this month, its armed wings shooting hundreds of missiles into Israeli territory during a week of conflict. While many here believe that going to the UN could be a first step to Palestinian statehood, the United States has warned the Palestinian Authority that going to the United Nations could thwart any chances of negotiations for a two-state solution. Last year, a bid for full statehood at the UN ran into U.S. opposition. Israel has threatened a strong response should the Palestinians seek full statehood. Everything from withholding tax revenues to annexation of land currently occupied by settlements on the table.
We think this is a mistake. It's political theater. I mean, the Palestinians can get a piece of paper from the United Nations, but they're not going to get a state. Palestinian statehood can only be achieved through negotiations with Israel.
But the Palestinians might try to use their new status to bring Israeli leaders in front of the International Criminal Court for war crimes they believe Israel committed in past military operations. The Palestinian bid for recognition might be a largely symbolic move, but it could also redefine the relationship between Israel and the Palestinians. Fred Pleitgen, CNN, Ramallah.